Okay, we have 17:31, call to order, Katuitt Fire District Board of Fire Commissioners, meeting of November 12th, 2024. Let's see, call to order, present Commissioner
Zais,
Gentlemen,
Chief Brown,
Deputy Clerk.
and Commissioner Conley. All righty, we are recording this meeting. Is anybody else recording? All right, meeting's called to order. Do we have any public comment, Chief?
we have no emails, and nothing in the chat.
Okay, with that, I'm going to take a quick pause for a second here and actually ask you, Commissioner Zais, did you have a chance to take a look at the minutes?
I had a chance to look at the minutes for both meetings, if you're going to refer to.
Okay, for October 8th and October 22nd?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. I think we have another commissioner present at this time. Commissioner Ross is also present, correct?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Commissioner, did you have a chance to take a look at the minutes from October 8th and October 27th?
Yes, sir.
Any 22nd, excuse me. Any issues, challenges, or thoughts, concerns?
No questions. Everything looked good to me.
All right. So let's do two separate motions here. So first, we'll have a motion to accept the minutes of October 8th.
So moved. Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Commissioner Zais, Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Conley. Okay. Anybody want to take this next one?
Move to accept the minutes for the October 22nd Board of Fire Commissioners meeting.
Second? All those in favor?
Commissioner Zais, Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Conley. Okay, minutes are approved. Chief, we'll turn it over to you for the fire chief's report, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. The fire chief's report for November 12th, 2024. The responses for October were 72 responses, 1 fire, 32 total EMS incidents, one of those being station walk and medical, 5 hazardous condition calls, 2 community risk reduction calls, 7 reassurance program calls, 10 service calls, 4 good intent calls, and 11 fire alarm or carbon monoxide alarm activations. 19% of our calls were overlapping. In the month of October, we provided mutual aid 4 times, and we received mutual aid 4 times. And the year-to-date percentage difference, we are up 11.4% over this time in calendar year 23. Any questions on responses?
Gentlemen?
No, sir.
Nope, no question, Chief. Thank you.
Under administration, we had 1 thank you note from the community that's in the folder. Lucas grant funds were received, and we got an advance payment for the Lucas, and that should be in shortly. And then those monies will go out to pay for that PO, and that is through the AFG program. Additional funds may remain after the Lucas device is received and paid for, and those funds can be used for AFG, other purchases for the organization that are within the AFG priorities. We did receive a turn down notice for the fire engine grant through the AFG program, and that is, we will be reapplying for that. FY25 equipment grant application for thermal imaging cameras has been completed and put into the state. That was done by Captain McPherson. The FY25 senior safe grant application period is out, and that is being managed and completed by firefighter Gardner. The FY24 AFG, and so that's the federal fiscal year, so it's a little different than the state fiscal year. So just in case there's any observations on that, that program opened up today, and we will be, as mentioned before, we'll be submitting for an engine, as well as a micro grant, which is a grant that's less than $70,000, either less than $70,000 or less than $75,000, which is just similar to how we got the Lucas device. So we'll be identifying equipment needs and applying for a micro grant as well. And then just a quick update on the open burning ban. As you're all aware, I issued a no recreational or cooking fire order, and so all outside fires are banned right now, as well as most of the fire chiefs in Massachusetts have done that. The conditions continue to be very conducive to rapid fire spread with wildfires, and I put in just a daily sit rep into your folder today that we received from the state in regards to the ongoing fire activity in the state. And just to be clear, we're not quite in a drought on the Cape. We are in, I believe it's referred to as an extremely dry or unusually dry, I forget the terminology that the Weather Service uses for what we're in now, but it's the step just below being in a drought. The rest of the state is in some level of drought. That is the end of the administration section. Any questions on that area?
Gentlemen?
I have a question, a couple questions actually. Did you, I'm trying to recall the language, did you, in the burning ban, did you also specify things like fire pits, solo stoves, things like that? Okay.
Yeah.
And not necessarily to go through it now, but in the future, is it, unless it's not known to you at the time you're applying, how much you're applying for, to add those little tidbitty
Sure.
details to this? Or even, for example, the Lucas grant, but how much was received, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I mean, I know I can go find it, but.
Yeah, it was in the original when we first started discussing it, but I will add that in to future references.
It's not a
regarding.
complaint, it's just.
Yeah, yep. So it was around $27,000 that we received from Lucas. The grant that we applied for the fire engine was $800,000 with a 5% match from the district. Same with the Lucas grant. So as far as future applications, those will vary based on what it is that we identify as the need and what we're going to pursue for the equipment purchase or the grant application.
And did they give you any indication about how to fix the turn down notice? Was there reasons?
No.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah, no, not this one. So I don't know if we'll receive one. We haven't in the past. So
Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Yep.
Commissioner Ross?
No, everything was good.
Okay. Before I have a few questions, Chief, before I do that, gentlemen, can you put that speaker between the two of you, if you don't mind? Thank you. Trying to, that way it should probably pick you up a little better. Chief, a couple quick things. So the Lucas grant is approved, so that means 262 and 275 both will have a Lucas device, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and for those people who are watching now or may watch it in the future, could you do a quick explanation on what a Lucas machine is?
It's a mechanical CPR device that does chest compressions, and it's a more consistent rate and rhythm than is really humanly possible when you're driving down the road in an ambulance and bumping over the potholes and moving people around on backboards and such. So they're good device to deliver high quality compressions for CPR.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. I think we saw that for the first time up in Boston. Yes. Deputy, we saw that up there. So that was what was that we saw that during?
We went to, it was a training event for elected officials up there when I went at the Boston Park.
Yeah, so that was very, very interesting. So if we ever have one of those again, I'd be curious to know about that.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so great deal there. So there's one on 262 and 275. With regards to federal grants, Chief, you said we're just opening up the season now, correct?
For federal fiscal year 24. Yes.
Okay, so my question for you is, do we have, are there any station grants available there that we can put something in relative to the work we're doing for a new station?
No, there were some through ARPA, but those would generally go to towns and municipalities, not districts.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all I had. Thank you, Chief.
Under technology, the EMS officer, got a new laptop, and that's been set up and is online with our tech support company. And also, there was a request, we researched the possibility of adding some additional microphones to the system to improve the sound quality of the OWL system, and it does not appear, based on what we could find, that we can add additional microphones onto the system. So we will make every effort over here to speak directly to the OWL and not look down at my notes constantly as I read. I'm trying to project in that general direction to improve that quality and do what we can in the absence of additional microphones. That is all I have on the technology.
Gentlemen?
No question.
Okay, my only comment on technology would be really to the people that are listening now or listening to a recording in the future. We're doing our best to make sure the technology works for everybody. In the event that there is a challenge, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and we'll do what we can, continue trying to fine tune the message we're receiving, or I should say how we're delivering the message. So, thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir. Under personnel, firefighter Gardner and firefighter Lee will be recognized on November 18th at the Massachusetts Department of Fire Services Annual Awards Ceremony and Firefighter of the Year Ceremony for their work on the community risk reduction program that they implemented here in Katuitt. So I forwarded out that information to all of you, and it's an opportunity to come and see them get the award. Any questions on that before I the next one? That's a kind of a big deal for us.
Yes, it's a big deal. No, it's not a question, but how awesome. Pass along. Congratulations. And it's great. I thank you for the invite. I can't.
I mean, my 22 years here, it's the first time we had anybody representative. The governor will be there, state fire marshal will be there. Gentlemen. Good for us, good for our organization, good for our people, and good for our community. Absolutely.
So fantastic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, echo Commissioner Zace's comments from all of us. I think it's fantastic, and we'll see what we can do about attending. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Personnel are working on doing multi-agency training down in the fire structure on Pinquixet Cove Circle during the first week of December. Captain McPherson will be organizing that along with the county fire training coordinator and our mutual aid partners. We intend to be down there several of the days, but there may be 1 or 2 primary days. So I'll forward those along to all of you. So if there's interest in coming down and participating in or observing any of those activities, please let us know. Chief Brown, Deputy Clark, and EMS Officer Staggs attended the Raven EMS conference. Which is an annual conference put on by Cape and Islands EMS with a number of topics that are timely and pertinent to EMS as well as EMS as it's delivered here on the Cape. CFD personnel participated in the witch walk on Sunday, October 27th with providing candy for the parade, that the walking parade, if you will, that the group did as they dressed up. They started down at the town dock, went over to the village green, and ended up at the High Grounds golf course. So provided candy and just maintained a little bit of safety for them as they were out on the dock and walked up to the high ground. Captain McNamara, firefighters Gardner, Deeg, Emerson, and Penzel participated in a Halloween trick-or-treating event at the library and continued that relationship that we have at the library for outreach efforts here in the community. And then just a reminder of Christmas in Katuitt on Saturday, December 7th. We'll be doing a chili open house from noon to 2 o'clock. And that's sponsored again by the Katuah Firefighters Local 3642, who purchases and makes all the chili and serves the chili. And then Santa will arrive to the town dock at 3:45 on the fire rescue boat again. Without any questions under personnel?
Gentlemen, I think we had personnel and training in there, correct, chief?
Yes, yeah.
Gentlemen?
No questions.
No, just a comment about the Halloween library event, chief, was able to make it down there and, got some good swag, everybody, kids were all happy, and it was smiles all around, so excellent job, everybody. It was done.
Yeah, great, thank you. Pass that along to, appreciate that. Okay, apparatus and equipment, fall is generally the season for post-testing, pump testing, and PM, so you'll see some larger bills, than typical through the rest of the year. Engine 265 went out to Bulldog for the annual pump testing PM, they had an intake valve replaced, and that was, just a little over $5,800, $5,832.55. Ambulance 262 went to Bulldog and is back, and that had a suspension air valve replacement. The brakes were replaced, the inverter was replaced, and then there was the general PM that was done, and that was $8,576.47. Engine 263 is currently at Bulldog for the annual pump test and general PM. And then lastly, under apparatus, did reach out to the vendor who we have a signed contract with for the new ambulance, and there's still no news on the new ambulance. And that is the end of apparatus and equipment. Any questions?
We're not going to get a new ambulance exactly at the same money that we appropriated. Will they, do they grandfather that, or is there still some elasticity to what it will end up costing?
So we signed a contract in a particular amount. However, we may have some different opinion whether or not they'll honor that price or not, so it really remains to be seen. Am I saying that correctly, chief?
Yeah, no, that's accurate. There's a relief valve in there for the vendor, and that went to legal, and I asked that question specifically, and that was a generally accepted or prevalent in those types of contracts to have.
Yeah, widespread usage of such a device. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean a legal device.
Yeah. So I don't know if you have anything else that you want to share on that, and just we'll continue to monitor it and then determine if there's any other directions.
Right, I think we're starting to look at other options and other considerations at this point, but probably a little premature to have the conversation right now.
Yeah, okay.
Stay tuned on that one. Anything else on apparatus, gentlemen? Okay, chief, real quick for you, 262 just came back at an 8K cost. 262 is what we're looking to replace, obviously.
Yes.
Did we get a feeling from Bulldog on what the life expectancy of that vehicle is at this point?
You're talking with Captain McNamara, who manages our fleet maintenance. You will probably have that for a couple more, potentially get a couple more years out of that, but every year you're gonna see this amount, go up as things age. So, next year it'll be 10,000, and if so on. So if we don't get it traded in or send it down the road, as part of the next ambulance purchase.
Right, how long was that, for, chief, when service was done?
What was that?
262 was in service for how long?
How long was that Bulldog for?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it was,
Maybe 2 weeks, maybe.
yeah.
2 weeks, and 275 slid into position, and we didn't miss a beat, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And then under facilities, nothing to report, just general basic maintenance and trying to keep that operational. So.
Very good. Okay, chief, thank you. Old business subcommittees, first of all. Commissioner Ross, bylaws, anything to report?
Nothing new, sir.
Okay, policy advisory, Commissioner Zace.
Nothing to report.
All righty. from a facilities needs assessment point of view, we have executed the contract with CHA, so that's done. We have meetings scheduled with Catalyst and Context. Catalyst is actually this Thursday at 1100, and Context is next Tuesday at 11. I'm not sure if it's 11 or 900 at this point, but somewhere in that ball.
Okay.
Okay, so we're moving forward with that. All right. Any new business, gentlemen? Okay, okay, gentlemen?
We do have some scheduling conflicts for
Oh, that's
December.
right.
For that second week of December, which would normally be our meeting week. So I wanted to see if either the 3rd or the 17th would work for the board. Instead of the second Tuesday of December, which is the 10th.
So your second December 3rd, which is a Tuesday. I have a conflict that night, and then you said the 17th.
Yeah, or really.
We don't have to stay on Tuesdays.
Yeah. So
So the third, okay, so it's supposed to be Tuesday, the 10th, right?
yes,
So I'd rather try to get it before the 17th personally, just because we're starting to run into a lot of conflicts there. Thursday, the 12th, any chance?
I'm fine with that day, if that works for you.
Not good for me.
I could do the 5th.
It's okay.
Also fine with that day.
Thursday, the 5th? Yeah, yes, I can work on my end. Gentlemen, you go with that?
Sure.
Cool, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see, that's new business, no other new business. Public comment. Chief, do we have anything in the system here?
No, sir, no emails and nothing in the chat.
Nobody on the line? We have one guest, I guess nothing there.
Nothing, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let's see. Other than that, I think we're good. We have any kind of a motion here, gentlemen?
Motion to adjourn.
All those in favor?
Mr. Zace?
Commissioner Conlon. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic evening.
Change this on the website.
Okay.